checking. TGH won yesterday, so the winner of this race is going to be facing TGH in their next matchup. And they're off.
That's a spooky concept.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that is something that they're probably going to want to be... I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if their future opponent is going to be shaping how they're playing their current matches. But I think it could get in the mindset of someone. Maybe one of them wants to go out with style. Maybe one of them thinks they can make that push. Who knows?
Yeah. Or they think that they won't make it further, so they don't really care as much, making them play better.
Or they go for swag. Or they go for 5B.
5B?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And then do 1 key to rub it in.
Yeah, both of these guys are on the bracket run of their lives, especially Taggerson.
Yeah, this is Taggerson's first race in the lower bracket. So, Taggerson definitely made it a very long way.
The sync.
Yeah, the sync is incredible in City always. Because City is a very open chapter to introduce you to the game. So,
yeah,
it always looks amazing when two runners are doing the same thing because it's just super, fluid and loose.
You see it in like the first 4 screens, and then oftentimes like never again. But
yeah, you often see it split up around the reverse that happens like at the first checkpoint.
Yeah, that's where the first split occurs. I just like how in chapter 1 you use almost all tools available.
Yeah.
Just immediately show off what you're able to do.
You don't use pause storage.
Oh yeah,
Menu
another
storage.
thing I remembered is Taggerson not even half of a week ago switched to keyboard after having used controller for all of his Celeste time. So
yeah, so that is something that might cause trouble, maybe.
That explains the file name at least.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I
remember that.
Yeah, we have a bit of a fight on the file name. There have definitely been some interesting file names, so I'm excited about that one. But old site, it looks like Psyched's timer is a bit lower, so technically has the lead. But Taggerson, with the way he's playing right now, is doing a good job of making sure that that lead doesn't grow too much.
Yeah, it's always nice to have RTA sync. But I think what we've seen happen in these matches is that we sync up the in-game timers in Chapter 7.
Yeah, we sync it up at the finale when there's no more loading to be done. But before that, there's not really much we can do.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's going to be loading constantly. It helps that the final chapter is like double the length of most other chapters. But we're still really early, and the chapters are super short.
And they both get the strat. I just like the progression from first avoiding all the Badline clones there into only waiting for one to pass by, and now we just don't wait at all.
It looks like we did have a bit of sync there from whoever is handling our setup, so thanks for that. And it does show Psyched's lead now.
Yep.
Especially heading into a wake. This will be great to have timer syncs on.
I didn't see what happened that gave Psyched such a time loss, but Taggerson is saving like 5-6 seconds over him here.
It was the screen, like after the dream blocks in the big room. Psyched had a bit of a mistake where he didn't get onto a platform and had to fall all the way back down and go through the dream block again.
Right.
So it let Taggerson catch up a bit. Still not in the lead, but doing a good job. Again, maintaining the gap between the two.
Well, you know what they say about Resort. If there's any like big leads being created, it's usually in this chapter.
Absolutely.
Yeah, oftentimes if you suffer like a 20-second deficit to the other player in this chapter, which is a very common thing to happen considering how brutal it is, you're more than likely going to be fighting for that 20 seconds back all the way until the very end.
Yeah. It's just every section has a few things where you can hung up on, and the final screen is really demoralizing when it goes wrong.
Yeah.
Relatable.
But yeah, that is exactly it. This is just kind of a disaster chapter if it doesn't go well.
Also, something to note, Taggerson switching on keyboard, I wonder how prepared he is for Demo Dash.
I'm also thinking about feathers.
Because Demo Dash is like a really hard input to get into your muscle memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might not be there yet, Tag. Oh, you can't switch controls and be prepared for a tournament race without like rigorous practice, so I assume that Tag is somewhat ready.
Both getting the same time for the first button here.
Yeah.
Both times which I struggled to achieve.
Yeah, this has been pretty even so far in this resort.
Yeah.
I think a little bit of a lead for... Okay, definitely now a little bit of a lead for Psyched.
The death cycle in this room is so awkward.
Yeah, it is.
Oof. Oh.
Oof.
That was close. But I mean, if Taggerson just switched the keyboard and he's already pulling off most fast strats, then you would think
impressive.
He has Demo Dash under control, right?
Totally.
Hopefully. I know it's real rough to be consistent on keyboard.
Yeah. We're asking if Tag has Demo Dash under control. What about Psyched? What if Psyched doesn't? It is an easy trick to mess up.
It's complicated. Not sure. The Demo Dash just sometimes feels like they only get it if you're on a bad pace.
This whole game feels like you only do good if you're on a bad pace.
Yeah, fair.
Oh no!
Nope,
Psyched.
Too low again.
Yeah, missing 2 going too low. If we can correct it. That time missing the Demo Dash input, now we're tied up again. Just whoever gets his first Taggerson pulls through! I can't believe that actually goes completely.
And there we go for Psyched.
What I thought would happen.
Alright, so we'll see where the timers are at the end of this room. This room is very bad to die in.
That's surprising to me and actually impressive for Taggerson for his to be brought back single-handedly by Demo Dash.
Yeah, it does look like... I'm trying to get an accurate time based on like a screen transition, but I'm not sure which screen I'm trying to use here. It looks about tied to me.
Yeah, they're pretty much tied.
808.
I can definitely tell it feels like Psyched might be... I don't want to say necessarily on tilt, but maybe a little bit shaky after that.
Yeah, no, they're literally tied. They got the exact same time for that screen. Alright, we'll just see how it finishes.
The good thing about the Demo Dash, it's literally just getting a feel for it and then grind it out until you get it consistent.
Oh, no! And death cycle for this room is absolutely brutal, in addition to all the bad time loss, which is why this room is so infamous for killing runs. Playing it safe, get through there. Waiting for the dust bunny, he's good. But Taggerson actually picking up like a 13-second or so lead from that.
Yeah, well, Resort's the stage to make that happen, as we talked about.
So yeah, just to clarify, the demo dash trick just happens to be that the reduced hitbox is the exact gap that we want to squeeze through.
Yeah. And so Golden Ridge, we got kind of the environment on our side. We got bubbles, wind, and clouds. Well, I wouldn't call the wind on our side, but you get the point. Taggerson struggling with spike jump. There we go.
Ooh.
That's an annoying death to take. That wall bounce puts you at a really awkward height. You have to like stand still for a moment to not fall off.
And a very nice move from Tag.
Clean auto scorer skip from him.
Mm-hmm.
Just the pace overall.
Mm-hmm. Other than the one small death. Wait, did Psyched die attempting it?
Yeah.
I saw him die there, because if he died attempting it rather than early, that's like a full 10-second death. Oh my god.
No!
Yeah, this is like, he lost ultra speed and then realized he probably died there. Oh.
Yeah, he's failing really the backup for it as well, which is losing him a ton of time.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh.
No!
Oh my god!
Come on, Psyched! You got this. There we go.
Ridge
finally through. Taggerson doing some movement to skip a cycle in that room and make it to the cliff face. Dying at the beginning of the cliff face.
Okay, so like, this puts Taggerson in a really advantageous position actually, because
absolutely.
And in mid game, it's the kind of point where like a lot of stuff, at least in my mind, is a bit more consistent than stuff like chapters 3 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
Like
5 is definitely a rather consistent chapter, despite
it's
one of the mechanics being really easy to mess up in chapter 5, which is definitely probably going to play a factor. It's still a really consistent chapter, so
yeah, that's why Resort makes it so hard to catch back up, because if you can just capitalize on holding on to that lead. Which
yeah, you're gonna have it until like Summit, most likely.
Yeah.
Reflection can like play dirty, but
neither of them having fantastic ridges, but Psyched is catching the worst end of the stick here, with a lot more time loss on his end than Taggerson, mainly due to one screen, pretty much.
Yeah. And a mean screen at that one. Like, it's not like he was messing up an easy screen.
Mostly the strat. The thing is with like chapter 5 and 6, if you want to play it safe, you don't lose as much time by just taking slightly slower strats.
Yeah, as compared to other chapters, so
yeah.
Again, about retaining the lead.
That's like, if you want to do that optimal, you have to go with a bunch of risky stuff, but if you go safe, you can get really good times out of it still. But I do want to see yeet. Give me a yeet.
I want to hit the yeet. We'll see. It looks like Taggerson is going to be going for it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Not getting the corner boost for the skip, but still making it through that room cleanly with the boost.
So I think that's like, what, is that a yee?
Is that a yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a yonk.
Yeah. Yonk?
Yonk. A yeet.
More like a
yeet.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, it was still kind of there.
It's like the second best alternative.
Yeah. Oh, I thought Psyched was dead there.
Taggerson doing the right button first instead of the left doesn't really make a difference at all, but...
Okay, I was gonna say, why are you pointing this out?
Oh, everyone goes left.
But I've never seen it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I tend to be more comfortable holding down left than down right. I don't know.
Oh.
Looks like same situation on the Yeet for Psyched. Doing a little bit of a different strat in this room, though.
Yeah, slightly faster overall.
Mm-hmm.
Still.
And
losing 40 seconds. Oof.
Unraveling. I hate watching that strat. It's the scariest thing.
The thing is, if you hold down right from the moment you exit the bubble, you pretty much get on the right spot. So it's more consistent than it looks.
Alright, and Psyched entering the mirror now.
Ooh, old string right into the Seeker there.
Oh,
what the heck is happening?
Tag might need to reassess how to do this room.
I've never seen this setup fail. That's super weird.
I've never done this setup before.
Maybe ultra too late.
Ultra right through the Seeker. That was risky there. He's just gonna take the death there so that he can grab the coin. That coin is really long and annoying to actually grab on your own, so it makes sense.
Yeah, that's why the Seekers are pretty useful, despite being very annoying.
Yep.
Welcome to the game where you die a lot.
Yeah, we've had a lot of deaths this race, actually.
Yeah,
so far, yeah.
Well, hopefully Search Skip will not have a death, because it's free. See?
Exactly. Usually,
I'm not the one. I should not be the one to call Search Skip free.
Yeah,
but
usually before Summit, you don't see a lot of deaths.
I mean, you used to when I streamed this game.
It's free until you want to look cool and start doing the reverse hyper corner boost strat instead.
Don't say those words in sequence, please, ever.
Or if you use the ultra bunny hop strat. I want to see some Theo ultras actually.
And jump over it. Like, no special setup, you just jump over it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, he's gonna have to wall bounce up. Yeah. You realize the backup's smart.
Sometimes if you do that room really fast, the wall bounce is actually faster than waiting for the secret.
Yeah, it's a strat that you can actually do to make it a little more optimal.
Just a bit too spooky.
Yeah, but if you're like not like amazing with it, then the Seeker will like always catch up to you. So it's a little risky, at least it feels like it for me.
When you're holding Theo, it's really easy for the Seekers to catch up with you.
Because you're slow.
Should be closing this out with a pretty decent tempo though.
Yeah.
As long as Irem doesn't go terrible.
Irem is always terrible.
Ooh, nice. Eh, it was alright.
Alright.
I think Psyched is gaining some time here, it looks like.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, maybe like 10 seconds.
Well, we're gonna need more than 10 seconds.
His tempo so far has been really solid, especially considering the tilting ridge he went through.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Throwing Theo straight into the gap.
Yeet him straight into the pit.
No, again!
What is happening?
I think I know what is happening. Yep.
Yeah, he was trying to turn around to set up for the ultras. That's unfortunate, but also like...
Funny.
It's funny, you kind of forget when you do the strat where you just clear it completely. But in that situation, you can just dash, and the platform will go there and save Theo.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. We could have rescued him.
So Taggerson had third try leg skip. Without taking a death.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah, that's like 10 seconds, but if it wasn't with the death, that's like...
Yeah.
It's not
he went
that
too
bad.
low 2 times.
Still time for Psyched to take back, though.
Because he does the water setup, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's pretty quick to retry. Sick Ultra. Alright. Like, skip for Psyched.
Bonk.
Death.
No hesitation going into his setup. He goes for it really quickly. Still getting a second
try. Probably about the same amount of time since Taggerson didn't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Like, the time he entered the screen is basically about the same time as, like, not doing, like, skip at all. So it's, like, forgiving to get one fail on it.
Ah, yes, it's forgiving. You have to do the skip on 2 tries.
Forgiving unless if you play on console.
Because then you have 1 pixel. Why does everyone make that Kevin strat look easy?
I don't know, but I hate it.
Yeah, I'm so bad at it.
Because we're in top 8. These guys are all god gamers.
This is technically top 6 at this point, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, loser of this is out at 5th place, technically speaking.
5th place at a tie with...
You mean the lower?
Yeah, 5th place at a tie.
5th place at a tie with M Sushi, I think.
Yep.
Which... Saying you're at a skill level with M Sushi in this game is an honor. So... Definitely these two, even if they get eliminated in this race, I think both of these two are probably going to be very proud of how they did in the tournament.
Ooh, Taggerson dying in the water section here. Twice. Oh, at least time to get your Hayouts ready.
Okay, so...
Oh god. Is TGH Hayout still an emote?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've not been subbed to TGH.
Dying right
for,
at the end of Battle and Boost. So it's a little bit more difficult to tell, but Psyched is actually pulling a lot closer. And because of their in-game timer differences, I actually think that the lead has become very small.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use like a screen here to tell. I do definitely think it still is Taggerson's lead, but...
Yeah, but it's much closer than before, because it was
Okay,
like,
I'm gonna use that screen right there, and try and calculate the difference, so...
I already marked one, I'll tell you in a moment.
After some quick maths. Ooh. So far Taggerson not having the greatest reflection.
Okay, so it was 19 seconds at a room earlier in the chapter, but like I said, Taggerson did take some deaths.
Yeah, but Taggerson took some deaths. Psyched just took one.
Yeah, so probably staying close around 20 seconds is a safe bet, which is still very doable for Taggerson.
Absolutely.
Especially if he can pull off a solid summit. Like, this is actually his game to win right now, if he can hold on to it.
Yeah.
Or his game to lose. Ooh.
Yeah, his game
that was a sick screen from Psyched. I love that strat.
Yeah.
The task strat.
Oh, no.
The task strat, aka the flag strat.
Yeah. I'm a pleb, I only do, like, what is it? 2 ultras in that room instead of 3.
I still need to write my thesis about how battling is Silver the Hedgehog.
battle line is a lot of characters, to be
Yeah.
fair.
That's the thing. It's an indie game, so it's Earthbound. That's how it works. I actually just run 20 different bootlegs of Earthbound.
Then we're good.
Oh, okay, that was scary. Okay, in that dire of a situation, still opting to go for the swag, like reverse hyper, ultra, like just throwing himself straight down. He doesn't even care. I like that, because he had like the polite wait into it too. He's waiting for the laser. Okay, not bad from him.
Oh, that's not good.
I still believe Psyched can make up a little bit of time on him here.
I think so.
Including the death?
Yeah, including the death, he can still save a little bit, because Taggerson got like a 662x, 620 something. Which he is still probably at this pace going to save a little bit off of.
Yeah, so we're gonna get into Chapter 7 now, the final chapter of the game. We'll see how it goes.
Let's get these in-game timers sync. As Psyched is around 20 seconds behind.
Which in a chapter like this is more than doable.
Absolutely. Oh no, that is not a good thing to happen. But yeah, I have written down for the end of Chapter 6, we have 2326.070 for Psyched and 2307.557 for Taggerson. So, yeah, 20 seconds was as accurate as... Yeah, that was right.
I don't know if Taggerson knows that he has a lead, but...
I don't know. I don't know
and
if they're watching or not.
Avoid small deaths because those add up, and that's what you have to rely on in Psyched's position. Like, you pretty much need a misplay. Because when you're at this level and everyone's so good at Summit, it's like, if they have a good Summit, it's like, you can't really save 20 seconds off of it.
Oof.
Deaths like those are gonna add up to that, though. Psyched is already pulling closer and closer.
Yeah. Summit is just super stressful in a race.
Summit is super stressful, period.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm traumatized by Summit.
Okay, Psyched. Why are you going for swag?
Yeah, going for the swag, getting it third try.
Oh, we're getting our time sync now.
I mean, we call it swag, but it's actually pretty fast.
I mean, I think going fast is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, we're getting our sync now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, pretty close at this point.
2 screens?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Taggerson's... There was one 500 death in particular that was very costly.
Yeah.
At the very end of one of the screens.
And 1500 or 3k always like to show up whenever it's the worst moment.
Yep. Again, I have horror stories. Every single tournament race except my first one was ahead of PB and it died to Summit. Well, okay, all my group stages. But yeah, Summit is just a place where anything can happen.
About 11 seconds of a gap right now. It's been brought a little bit closer.
So yeah, your point about Chapter 3 kind of almost deciding everything, still holding true.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this section, it is
nice.
Very, very punishing. He just wants to make sure he doesn't die on that cycle knife.
Speaking of Chapter 3, what does this part of Summit resemble?
The worst part. I am.
Hotel in full cleanup.
I agree.
If there is anything about this chapter, though, if you have, like, a minute where you just pop off, this section is pretty short. Oh my gosh! That save! He neutral wall jumped around the Dust Bunny as it came to him. That was sick. He actually held on there. But yeah, like, this section is very punishing, but unlike Resort itself, it is pretty short. So, you just need a minute of glory and you can get through it. And Taggerson actually had a pretty good 1500. But you can see how close this is now, though. Psyched is getting just what he needs.
An opportunity.
Yeah, his 1500 was clean. He's pulling back very well. Taggerson barely getting, like, good enough performance to hold on here. Okay, barely surviving that auto-scroller skip.
Ooh, okay.
A lot of these rooms are very, very punishing on deaths. They just need to stay collected here. 2,000 meters isn't the most challenging of the sections of Summit for sure, but a lot of the screens are really, really long. And it just takes one dumb thing to cost you 12 seconds or something.
Yeah. 2,000 is just kind of slow and long.
Getting through fine with Psyched right behind.
Yep. He skipped at 28:10.
Oh wait, no.
Psyched is like... actually slightly ahead.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I had no idea. Yeah, he is slightly ahead. Like within a second, I believe.
Yeah.
At this point. Okay, Taggerson saving that there. He got the block in the wrong position. Oh, Psyched doing the exact same thing. Taggerson having trouble with the key jump. Going out of the screen transition, reset it.
Psyched now ahead in RTA as well.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a lead of like 5 or 6 seconds.
We're seeing a sync again.
Very nice.
Door skip. Yeah.
Done.
I feel like that was a bigger joke back when we had competitors that actually, like, had problems with that. But I feel like at this point, oh, no!
Oh, that is going to bring him back. This is one of the most costly rooms in Summit, if not in the entire game. Ah, Death's here is so annoying, but...
Oh. Well, yeah, last room of Resort would like to have a word with you.
Barely holding on. Okay, it's the last minute. Things are changing up again.
Uh-huh.
It's coming down to 3K. This is very, very close. Pretty much any death at this point will change things, and that's like what just happened with Psyched, so... We'll see how they play this final 3 or so minute segment. And oh, barely living there.
Psyched.
Super close to the spikes.
Ooh,
running out of stamina, still barely making it up, but dashing right into spikes. That's not what he needs right now. Fortunately for him, Taggerson taking a pretty similarly length death. Both losing a couple seconds, they're kind of evening out.
Oh no, Psyched. Trying to go for the faster downdraft strats here. Just getting caught on corners.
Taggerson not getting his dash back there. I don't know if... Oh, he can save it! Dude, he's so much smarter than I am. I make that mistake all the time, and I've literally never thought of waiting for the platform to come back. What the heck?
And speaking of paces, isn't Taggerson on potential PB pace here?
What is Taggerson's PB?
It is a 33:03. I believe maybe.
Then SRC is at least outdated. But...
it was unrecorded, so yeah. Yeah, he is very close to a 32. Oh no, going for the slightly faster strat there, but not getting enough height. Still opting to try it again.
No.
Psyched doing the same thing. I was about to say that brings it back together, but Psyched suffering the exact same thing, so lead is staying stagnant.
I know the struggle for the 32. It's harsh.
Okay, Taggerson is definitely on PB pace. I was second guessing my math, but he's definitely on PB pace.
Wait, so what was the unrecorded PB again?
3303.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this is definitely
PB pace, yeah.
Let's go.
I did not even think about that. I guess I didn't put the two together, but maybe he's had a different motive on his mind the entire time.
No, that's not safe.
Okay.
Okay.
Good save. Good save. Could have been much worse.
We're pretty much even again.
Yeah.
We've got two whole separate motives going on here at the same time. Oh
This
no!
is-
The same death!
Okay.
Oh, and we're getting sync. We're getting one more sync that puts Psyched in the lead.
This is so tight.
That's such a sad choke if that's
No!
the cause
Oh,
of it. But
no!
like, he skipped flag too! He skipped flag too!
Oh my god!
Oh my god, dude.
no.
Oh,
Oh, he knows,
no!
he knows.
They're putting on a show for us right now. What is happening?
This is...
Calm down, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh!
Taggerson maybe
Skip
barely
him two
getting a
again.
32. So this is probably gonna hopefully be a PB for him.
Yep.
Actually
Yeah,
clutching out
32,
a 32.
56.
That's an
Oh,
amazing
man.
result for him, getting a 32
GG's
and also winning the first
Taggerson.
race. So much tragic stuff going down at the very end. We've had a really high death count in this race,
Yep.
and
What a
it
blow.
made it pretty entertaining, to say the least.
Yeah, what a blow that must be for Psyched.
Okay.
Barely lose it at the end.
Yeah.
29! 29
Ah.
deaths!
That's nothing.
Jeez.
Just
He
my
has
average
potential.
This is... That was a race, I guess.
You know what the best part is?
Hmm.
It's a best of 3.
Let's get some more.
29 deaths is actually a lot for this.
Yeah, for
I-
getting a PB. I don't know how many his last one had, but
I was semi-joking because I know how it feels like I'm always hovering around 26, but still. That just shows this how much there is to improve.
yeah, he definitely has more potential to improve. I know he's been wanting a 32, but he can probably reach even further. Even though just switching to controller, he's been adapting to it really well early on.
Well, take a little bit of time to collect ourselves.
Did I break the stream?
Did the stream break? Oh, something with the episode?
Oh, okay. Taggerson apparently was playing on controller.
Taggerson, I've been lied to. Oh well, I apologize for all the comparisons I made throughout. But that doesn't make it any less impressive.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Perhaps
there's...
they were just both all tabbed.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking, hey, commentator controls, Psyched should show the winner text. But no, because Psyched didn't win. But, yeah. Okay.
Whew.
still okay.
Am I reading right that is a 9:48 summit? Obviously, sub-10 summits in general are a very solid time, but at his level, we saw there were some rough deaths. Like, there's definitely a lot of room to improve, especially in the late game. We'll have to see how they adapt to the places they died a lot. It's definitely easy to see improvement throughout a set whenever there's like really high death counts.
Yeah, for sure.
I always like to pay attention for improvement on the spots that were the most rough in the previous race. And that's a cool thing about best of 3 sets. It adds a whole different competitive aspect to how the game is played.
Yeah, usually you just want to reset and don't think about the previous run. Go in again.
I hate improvement. That's why I never...
And yeah, that's because Resort.
I've dropped this thing like 5 times now. Just gonna put this
Taggerson's time was 32:56.
Celestial, yikes. Alright. Finally get to see Psyched death count. Is that 32?
I don't know.
I didn't see it. I'll look again on the restream. Yep, 32. 29 to 32.
Poof. Oh, it is. With that time, Taggerson moves into the top 30 any percent current patch runners. Although, no, if that previous PB was a 33.05, if that was submitted, that would already be like top 30, so never.
No vid, no did.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back.
We're just merely not top 30 runners. Feels.
I would like to be top 30, but game hard.
Yeah. Not losing a million year in Summit. Hard. Looks like these file names are either memes or goals.
They're goals for the category, I'm assuming. Sub 30, sub 32. Would be cool to see those results from this race.
Well, Psyched needs to save 50 seconds over his PB for that.
He's got it.
I mean, if that last race was a PB for Taggerson, I don't mean to shade the last race, but like if that was a PB for Taggerson, I definitely could see this race also being a PB for Taggerson.
Just depends on his consistency going throughout the race.
What? Yeah, that just depends on the player.
Like if being an actual tournament setting is affecting his play at all, like what he's focused on. Is he focused on the win or the actual times themselves?
Because I don't know, like 25 to 30 deaths is about average for a good run for me. So it's all dependent on what you're used to, death-wise.
Yeah, you can definitely tell a lot about playstyle from death counts and good runs for certain players. Like, you can have people that have really low times with really high death counts, and it's pretty sick to see.
Like, prime example would be Bye-Bye.
Yeah, probably. Mm-hmm.
Because he's actually running any percent again. Like, that's just sidetracking. We're back in prologue. Race
My favorite place.
Yeah.
Let's see this 42.
You can't lose a dash if you don't have the ability to dash.
There you go.
Instead, you can just miss a jump input and say, Madeline, where's my jump? Or where's my bunny hop? That's
Madeline, where are my car keys?
That's the go-to excuse when you don't have.
So sad Madeline played Despacito.
Madeline, why did you leave your car forever?
And when you can't blame Madeline for your mistake, you can blame your controller.
No, you blame lag.
Like,
that's what I did once 1.2.4 happened.
Why am I at 61 frames a second? Hello?
That's cheating.
Oof. It's a quick death by Taggerson there.
Taken an early L, but these time losses in City don't matter too much, especially when you have all of the big monsters in the way. Yeah, Resort, pretty much, right after.
Oh, nice corner boost.
Taggerson getting the same one as well. That's a cool strat.
$104 for Psyched in Chapter 1 here.
It was a pretty good split from him. 150.
Yeah, pretty good.
Getting a pretty decent lead already. Obviously, like I said, City doesn't matter as much, but if it's something as big as 9 seconds, that's definitely advantageous either way.
I mean, we saw Psyched with a lead similar to this last race, but
then
it didn't hold up, so...
Did he actually lose time in Demo Dash, like, compared to not going for it?
I don't know.
But...
I would think so, yes.
Yeah.
If you take the time to do the setup, you pretty much
can only fail like twice.
You can fail like 3 times, I think. And then on 4th try, you're like going even or slightly behind, depending on like how fast you set it up. But yeah, you get like 3 to 4 tries.
Yeah. Because the trick is still, like, what is it, 2 weeks old now? And yet we're seeing people get insane consistency already.
Clean old sites from both of them. Once again, Taggerson, apparently an old site god, saving back a slight amount of time.
Yeah, compared to Psyched, Tag seems to be having good old sites. Having a bit of awake troubles. Oh, jeez.
Awake is doing its thing.
Yeah.
Good ultras.
Awake is a thing I do not like being every now and then.
He probably got stuck on walls like 4 times in that awake. It was so sad. Literally every single block he ran into jumped in his way.
Into the den of the beast itself. As some of the earlier rooms in Resort can actually be more annoying than they look.
Yeah, the first minute of Resort is actually probably the hardest part of it for me.
Yeah.
It's more deadly than it looks at the very beginning.
Yeah.
I've actually had to sit down. Oh, you go ahead.
There are a few screens that I literally, like, not gave up on, but, like, I kind of just had to do my own thing that was way slower just because, like, these early screens can be a killer if you're not expecting them to.
Okay,
nice save.
Recovering there, yeah. Well enough to maintain the lead. Taggerson taking a pretty short death there.
Yeah, some of the slightly faster strats you just need to actually sit down for and get them into those fingers.
Odd room to die in. Taggerson just dropping a couple seconds, but he's adding it up to an amount where it starts to really add up and hurt.
Oof.
$154 button for Psyched. That first button. Taggerson struggling a little bit with the spike jump, but no deaths or anything like that. 202 though. Like I said, dropping a little bit more time over him.
Yeah. This whole thing for Taggerson has been pretty rough.
Overall with Resort, I kind of feel like you just don't have a lot of room to maneuver through. It's just pretty cramped. Especially in huge mess. So. It requires a pretty tight movement to do it cleanly. Ooh. Okay, I did not know that was possible. Actual super close save by Psyched there, recognizing in time that he wasn't gonna make the cycle.
That death is like so silly to see from Taggerson's side, where you like set up the entry into the room to go fast, and then like you carry all of your momentum like into the actual screen, and then you just fly into a wall of dust bunnies unexpectedly. I see it happen all the time. Yeah, it is hard to make this up for Taggerson. Demo Dash is pretty much his last hope for a while. You've got to see how things go for Psyched. First try for him.
First try,
Not good news for Taggerson.
That's good for Psyched, though, because that was not only, you know, first try, which is good, obviously, but that was the reason, that was the main way Taggerson caught up by the beginning of the Shiro last time. So
yeah,
it's probably, Psyched probably is in a better mood about this chapter now that that was first try, because it's like, okay, granted, we still have the end screen of the Shiro section, so...
Yeah, the tables are turning now. It's going a bit backwards from how it was before.
Yeah.
Taggerson eventually getting through, but Psyched is going to be holding on to this lead for a while.
Yeah.
This is really hard to make up. Resort.
It's gonna take a crazy bad last room from Psyched. And that's only if we want to catch up in this chapter. Like, even if there is a death here, yeah, this is gonna be crazy for Taggerson to catch up from. It's probably gonna take, like, all game.
Nice. 442, Resort.
How do people do that?
Hmm?
How do people do that? I don't get that. That's a really good result.
I used to not get that, and I actually got one today, so...
Some people are just kind of like, I don't understand how fast this game goes sometimes. But it happens.
So 8:31 for Psyched. How is that pace compared to his actual PB? Because I'm not sure. The run looks pretty good from him so far.
I can
Yeah.
look that up.
Yeah, I think everything from him so far has been pretty solid.
$8:31, you said? That is 5 seconds behind his PB.
Okay.
That's good. Looks like Tag. Maybe something's happening, taking a bit of a stop. Alright.
Oh,
yeah,
here comes flashbacks from the last race.
Yep.
Like,
and okay, we have Tag again.
Opting to drop that strat, actually making it through a bit faster that time. Good call from him.
Yeah, definitely.
Doesn't want the opportunity for that to happen again. This room can be a real pain whenever you are attempting that super tight bunny hop strat.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that coyote jump from Psyched. He quite literally jumped on nothing.
Welcome to Celeste.
Ah, well.
Alright,
Most of those things are
face.
just for...
Ooh, wow.
to make it feel better. Ooh.
Clefface going pretty good on Psyched end. This should be closing out to be a pretty decent resort time from him.
Resort?
Resort. Ridge.
Same thing.
Same thing, same thing.
And we have a finish there. For chapter 4.
Oh, no.
Tag with a death. This is...
The slowest of deaths.
Yeah. Taggerson hasn't even entered the cliff face, and his timer is already passed where Psyched finished the entirety of Chapter 4. This is not a good situation for Taggerson. Taggerson is really fortunate right now to have a game under his belt already, so that he doesn't worry about this being his last race, because there is still going to be a Game 3 if Psyched takes this.
Nice. Alright, so last time they both had the Yi. Now I want to see a full Yi. Never. But
not from Psyched.
Not from Psyched.
Missed it solely to the fact that he bonked his head on an annoying little platform up there on the ceiling. That is the killer of Yi.
Is that the Yont?
Yeah, that ceiling embodies Yont.
So 1:07 behind entering Temple. A tag. Definitely not fun.
Early game hit him hard and
yeah. Really, it was probably more early mid with 3-4.
It's so punishing with that kind of time loss. You pretty much have to hope for a miracle at this point.
Yeah. Especially once you're already into Chapter 5.
We're not even halfway there.
Yeah, the late game does make up a large portion of the run itself, even though it's only in like 2 chapters. Chapters 6 and 7 alone are almost half of the entire run. There's a lot of room for stuff to happen, and that's why late game can always bring people back out of deficits. But something this drastic is where it starts to get really difficult to do so.
Taggerson there with a full complete yeet. It's good to see. Okay, Psyched. I see the backup.
Good search skip. Tag just now entering the mirror.
Seeker getting up close and personal there. Like he always likes to for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Because that Seeker can be a huge meanie sometimes.
You actually see people stop fast falling for half a second there to manipulate the Seeker.
Yeah, that's part of the strat, and that screen is that you take it a little slow on purpose, just that it will aggro you, but even despite that effort, all the time he still loves to stay on the other side so that he can greet you.
Yep.
Yeah, very aggressive.
He just wants some attention.
No.
He wants to chomp.
He's hungry.
He wants to munch on some pink hair.
Wants to munch, wants to crunch.
Wait, pink hair? We're not in chapter 7 yet?
Yeah, I wanted to say blue hair, but pink is what came out, so we're running with pink now.
Okay. So we're playing assist mode now, apparently.
Yeah.
New Game Plus.
Yeah.
114% assist mode.
Ooh. Gonna miss the cycle here in the eyeball room.
iRoom doing its absolute best job of being a very annoying.
I am not a fan of it.
Ha. Still a 429 temple split. Tag?
Like we were talking about earlier, the Seeker is super friendly. I can word it that way.
Air quotes.
Yeah.
Ooh. Alright, second try.
Yeah, pretty much a repeat of last time.
Tag Y.
Oh!
Hey. Also, Psyched's blocked too far to the right. Tag, can you please just play the screens?
Seekers are having a lot of fun with them right now. It's making things a little bit difficult.
Yeah, I can tell.
That guy's gonna chase him.
Oh my god.
I knew it, dude. It's bad news whenever he doesn't get stomped in the right place. Especially when you want to have the time to set up for the ultras there. Yeah, he got a better stomp there, and he just barely had time to get out of the way.
Psyched, meanwhile, just zooming through hollows.
Taggerson had a really good eye room. He made a great cycle.
Oh, that's relatable.
I think that, yeah, that was a misinput for the bumper boost. That is a very relatable death.
I think what actually happened is like similar to how demo dashes work. He just pressed right too early for the bumper boost.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Ouch. That's a painful death, because since you take these developer intended shortcuts, you don't actually take the checkpoints that are present in the screen. You have to do the entire room again.
You know, I always try to be very aware to myself of commentators' curses, because I've had a big history of cursing people by saying things. And
by saying that before he does the room.
And I'm pretty sure I have a curse, because I was planning on just saying a comment about Psyched's pace on reflection. And then without me even speaking the words, I automatically commentators cursed him, so.
Yep. So the lesson there is we should just say it, or banish all thought.
Yeah, just ban me from commentating entirely. I think is the best option.
Tag? Okay.
There he goes. Yes, that is correct. Oh no! Missed it, putting a dash to get this 6th strat here.
Alright, she does do fireball attacks. Or energy ball.
Yeah, I always want to call them fireballs too.
I never know what to call them.
But if I actually think about it, they're not really fireballs. But it's so easy to call them that, so I just do it anyway.
I call them laser balls.
Laser balls.
Because it sounds cool.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
The scientist in me just says no.
Yeah. I don't have a scientist in me.
Let's just say that it's correct because the balls are the same color as her laser projectile. It's basically the same thing.
That's my logic.
Yep. Yeah, the thing I get when I say energy ball, I immediately think of a green projectile and the grass type that it belongs to.
I feel the exact same way.
Alright, Psyched heading into the last 2 screens of the fight.
Having a pretty substantial lead. Although this last room, slight flashbacks, perhaps?
Maybe. I feel like Psyched's been doing a good job. Okay, never mind.
This room is always a killer, and in tournament matches, I swear.
Yep.
I've seen it happen too many times.
Nice duck.
And there we go. Tag.
Taggerson suffering 2 deaths in the same room that Psyched did pretty much the same thing in. So not gonna hurt Psyched too much.
Yeah. But overall still a reflection that is quite slow for his skill level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ten deaths in that chapter's a lot.
Oh, missing the ultra there. That's really annoying. Whenever you're going for that reverse hyper into ultra strat. Doing it again and still not getting his momentum out of the jump. That's such a risky thing to go for, especially since it's the last part of the screen. Going for a 3rd time, still not getting it, but that time not going into the spike, so just taking the time to recover it. I wonder if that continued when he would have decided to stop, or would have he just kept going.
It looks like we have Psyched already in 500. So it's just absolutely running away with the lead that he has. I don't see this lead going away. Not that it won't be diminished, possibly, but I don't see Psyched getting taken down in game 2.
Even though we say you can lose a lot of time in Summit, more than a minute is a bit pushing it.
Yeah. We'd have to have, like, me levels of disaster.
Ooh, Taggerson, okay.
That was a really scary backup
from
from Taggerson, but it worked out.
You would have to rage quit or something, with the game still open.
Oof. I mean, it would count as a loss if you uninstalled the game.
It would be a loss in a certain way, for sure. So far, really clean 1000 for Psyched. Not noticing anything that would even resemble a mistake.
Yeah.
Well,
ooh, okay.
There they are.
Death cycle is, at least in my experience, really hard to adapt to. Yeah, just taking it slow through there. Trying to retry that same strat if you're on the death cycle there is like
not gonna work.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not happening.
It's a super tight cycle to make in the first place. And death cycles themselves work based off the fact that you enter at the same cycle, but you also have to sit through a death animation, which means death cycles are essentially the same cycle, but slightly behind. So for any cycles where you like work really hard to barely make it, then they're probably not going to work on death cycle.
But of course, there's always a demo dash strat for it, if you really want it.
Thanks, Revo.
Thanks, Revo, yeah. Let's first wait for people to actually start grinding 5B, and then we'll see whether or not how many of these demos get in the run.
Then we'll see about learning a backup demo dash in 1500.
Yeah.
Got the berry.
Oh my gosh!
Oh no!
I have to say I've never seen before. He actually got destroyed by that wind there. Oh no. This, if anything, is gonna help Taggerson. Like we said, it takes a miracle. And that's definitely working towards it.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, also not to mention he did drop the berry due to that death, which makes it even more upsetting.
That makes it very unfortunate.
Yes.
Oh. Tag dying at the very end of the same room where Psyched had trouble with the death cycle.
And tag into one of the large 1500 rooms. The Psyched enters the level that is literally just large rooms.
Oh, this room is so infuriating.
Okay, making the quick cycle on death backup, but he...
That's what happens.
Yeah, he was half of a cycle behind, which blocked him as he tried to fall down to this chamber. Yeah, he had to wait slightly.
It seemed like it was actually half a cycle ahead even.
Well, by that I meant you can like normally make that, but due to death cycle you are slightly behind.
Oh right, yeah, okay.
So if you try for it, you end up getting blocked by the Dust Bunny.
The boy. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Doors have been skipped effortlessly.
Like a spider crawling into your room.
No, stop right there. Alright. Psyched. Landing with a 29-12.
Yeah, and this is a decent improvement over his pace of his last race.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Taggerson actually surviving that jump without a second dash. That's like a common mistake to see, is not getting your dash back there and normally you're doomed. Psyched going for the swag ARB strats. Let's go. Not actually, but it did lead up to look like a funny death with the berry in hand. Yes, Psyched is looking at a low to mid 32.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh, he actually went for that. No,
and then he died at the end.
Oh no! Wait, what did he go for? I don't even notice what he did.
He skipped
without the wall
second
jump
block there in the center. He got it twice. What is he doing?
Is that not a normal thing?
That's really tight.
Okay.
People usually take the safety wall jump there.
It is a thing. It's like sort of a task thing. I've never seen anyone go for it.
Because I was gonna say, I don't remember this game, but he made that look like it was absolutely the intended thing to do. Because that looked awesome.
Yeah, no, that is incredibly precise. I don't remember, like, the exact timings on it.
Yeah, you need a really good spring bounce to even have a chance for it.
Alright, yeah, last 4 here. Meanwhile, Tag about to enter 3,000.
So, Psyched is gonna need to
stay AFK
fall asleep here. Yeah.
I did that.
Oh, okay.
I did that.
He's gonna have to retry at flag 1 probably like...
Too many times.
30 times?
Not gonna happen. There you go. Tag! Tag! Wait. Psyched takes game 2.
Oh, that was weird.
32-19.
Since he alt-tapped there, you could hear like the music keeping increasing the pitch.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, that's
26 deaths.
I always hear it like continuously increasing whenever I tab out to message someone after PBs, and it's like, oh gosh, why is it still going?
Exactly. So at least Psyched improved his run compared to the last one, but I would like to think that for his PB he's still not as satisfied with it, even though it's a really solid time. Oh no! Like going for the safety route just a little bit too late.
Taggerson taking a moment to plan out his actions for the upcoming flags. Seems to be working out.
Or has it?
Alright, maybe it was just for flag 13. Which is understandable. Flag 13 in its own is a lot to take in and think about.
I'm a fan of flag.
When he skipped the flag! Oh no.
Right. Skipped it again.
I love that he skipped it again. That's so funny to me. Getting it the next time.
Okay, almost skipped flag 9 as well.
Alright. Tag's almost done now.
Skipping flag 2 again. Okay, no trouble with it though.
Alright, cool. Gonna finish up with a high 35. A big change from last race that hopefully does not happen in game 3.
Yeah, I wonder what the difference in mentality was that actually caused that change.
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, it's controller issues, supposedly.
Oof. That is not fun.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, so game 3.
Yeah, hopefully Taggerson doesn't have too much problem with his play in game 3, but it doesn't sound like there's a lot that he can do in his situation right now, which is really bad to hear.
Oh boy.
Yeah, probably trying to make some last-minute preparations before the next match.
Yeah, given time for Psyched to practice some stuff in Ridge that was trouble in the past 2 races.
Yeah, he's most likely practicing this ultra strat for the auto-scroller skip, I'm assuming, since that was giving him some trouble. Yeah, he is. Makes sense. Looks like it may have just been a fluke, because he definitely looks like he's got this down.
And to someone in chat, no other matches are scheduled right now because straight up, no other matches can be scheduled. To find out the next opponent to schedule matches, we have to determine the winner of this set, and this set has to go on to Game 3, which is going to be starting shortly. Whoever takes this game is going to be facing TGH, the winner of this set, and the winner of this set and TGH is going against Oddbod, and then the winner of that is going against Flitterby in the grand finals. So, but at this point, everything is sequenced, so I can post in chat right there. If you go to speedgaming.org/Celeste, you can find the schedule, and you'll be able to see when it has updated to submit for the next match. But with that being said, I guess if we want to play predictions in chat, do you guys think Psyched or Taggerson is going to be the one to face TGH next round? Because these two, this is definitely going to be an interesting Game 3.
You mean to ask which of these two is going to smash TGH next round?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely destroy.
Oh.
All right, it looks like we have setup happening to begin our third game. Yeah, well, we see some tag, and I see one person talking about Tag's PB. Tag still did get a game off of Psyched, despite the PB differences, so I don't think that's going to be everything. Of course, if you still want to root for Psyched, that's perfect. I love seeing the diversity of fans in the chat. It's always great. That's always a problem with the beginning of bracket stages, is a lot of matches seem really one-sided. So I'm really glad that we're getting really close games at the end of the bracket, finally.
I don't want to call anything because, one, if I say something, I'm going to curse it, and two, because the two matches have had vastly different results, like pretty much swayed in each direction. There's not really a pattern for me to try and pick up on here.
Yeah.
So, I believe in both races.
I believe in a Summit sync. RTA and in-game time. Just all of it. All of the sync. So it looks like Taggerson's controller just kicked the bucket.
Oh, that's not good.
Or at least it's on the edge.
All right, it looks like we have a compromise that might not see a finish from Tag, but we're going to see a race anyways, so that is at least exciting.
Sushi volunteering to play for Taggerson. I think that would actually be a smart idea.
That would be
a guaranteed way to lose.
Very, very good play. And not lose, but probably disqualified.
Yeah. I mean, what is M Sushi? I mean, they're going to be in future tournaments, I guess.
Just need your credit card number and the last 3 digits on the back.
Attention, all Celeste gamers. Taggerson is in great danger. Needs your help. But to do this, all he needs is a controller. And a couple of dashes.
To fix his buggy controller.
All he needs is
your credit card number, the expiration date, and the special numbers on the back.
The 3 wacky.
You gotta go fast. But Taggerson can reach flag 1 and get a sub 29.
Apples.
Spagoodle?
Spagoodle.
These are some high IQ file names here. As we've been seeing all set.
Galaxy Brain
truly picking out some genius titles.
Those even transcend the common joke. Well, there goes that file name.
Not even grabbing the golden berry.
So what is this? The good luck yeet?
No, I think this is keyboard practice.
Yeah, it might be.
Practicing the way to the tape.
Getting the 5B ready. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Exactly. Wait. Did he just corner? He got a corner yikes off the button?
Celeste is a game.
Nice. Nice wall bounce. Wait, that's not the way to the tape.
What?
Nay, he's going to the heart.
Oh yeah, this is an on-lay side run.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we are waiting on.
I'm sure he was just getting, like, movement warmed up. Assuming he's on a new controller. Or a new keyboard, I mean.
All right, it does look like we're getting game 3.
Alright, Taggerson took a minute to feel it out. Hopefully feeling well enough with it to go on.
The return of Spagoodle, the file name.
Why?
Hmm. Should be almost ready to go.
Yeah, Taggerson opting for his controller from last match. Just hopefully he doesn't deal with too many tech issues during it.
I'm waiting. I found the root of the problem. There we go. We're off once more. Yeah, he did it. Alright. It looks like they're basically tied on prologue.
Both obviously on 42 pace. Absolutely amazing.
They're on 29 pace. Wait.
29?
For full game.
Prologue 29?
Oh
what
no,
is this?
yeah, I thought you meant that they were pulling out
Not prologue 29. No.
Yeah, they were pulling out the menu storage there to get the quick prologue.
Yeah, that's why it took so long. We were trying to patch our games to 1, 2, 3.
Taggerson is not having a good time with this room today.
Yeah.
Bonk.
Boom.
Still pretty close to even though.
Yeah.
Game 3, let's go!
I really have to say I want to see Taggerson pull through. I would hate- oh my gosh, that sync. That was like literally the exact same inputs. I would hate to see a set as good as this one was fall to tech issues. Yeah, there were like 2 times near the end there where they were like literal tests, like just copying each other for their inputs exactly. What is Psyched doing? Okay. Playing around on the menu a little bit.
Just menuing. The truly most exciting part of the entire run is getting those free and perfect cutscene skips.
I think he realized after completing chapter 1 that he forgot to grab all the berries.
Yeah.
And then realized shortly after once again that he doesn't feel like grabbing the berries. Ooh. That death is really tricky. And I think somewhat common, because that's a pretty tight window for that up left dash that Taggerson is going for.
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh, okay, yeah, just barely getting out of the way of battle line in time. Oh no, taking a death on the shortcut, that could be really punishing. And it's like taking a sizable lead due to that. Of probably 9 seconds or so far.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, one death in particular from his was really bad. Look at this time difference.
10 seconds.
Almost,
Ish.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
Most of it being lost through that one death.
Ooh.
Let's see if he can redeem himself with the godlike awake this time. Compared to last race, he does.
Well, Psyched's awake wasn't near godlike for sure. Got stuck on a few corners, even hit a spring. Which is just so slow.
The springs are the worst. The springs are there specifically to ruin your day.
They're there to slow you down. Oh. Psych.
Okay, so
Just
every race,
half a cycle.
every race that we've seen so far has had either of the racers suffer a significant time loss on this chapter.
Correct.
And I have my fingers crossed. I believe that this will be the one where we get to actually close paces out of Resort.
Well, that is usually what the script demands, right?
Mm-hmm.
One gets a good resort run 1, the other run 2.
Hey,
or they both have a bad resort.
I'm trying to pretend like I don't know what the script is here.
Oh wait, you didn't read the script?
Yeah, just due to the nature of Demo Dash, especially in particular, oftentimes races nowadays, for the most part, aren't super close up until you get to like a Reflection and Summit, and then nerfs kick in and crazy stuff starts happening, and then that makes for interesting races. But a lot of the mid game generally stays pretty stagnant, and it has in each of these races so far. So let's just hope each racer can clutch it out here specifically, and that'll net them a good race in the long run. That is pretty punishing. Making a little misstep there, and then the Dust Bunnies replacing his tracks. There wasn't really much that he could do. All from a misinput dash, which I'm sure is really annoying to think about.
Yeah, but even though Resort has become a shorter chapter overall, it will haunt the run forever.
Yeah, for sure.
Both looking at sub 3 button. Yeah.
Psyched taking a little bit slower, sort of making back up that time deficit that Taggerson had been suffering throughout the chapter. Yeah, within a couple seconds of each other now, which is definitely something that can be made up by Demo Dash.
Oh, for sure. Although due to Psyched's menuing after chapter 1, the in-game timer is quite differentiated.
First try from Taggerson. Good to see. Let's see Psyched get into it. We see the double. We did see the double.
Finally, oh no!
Oh, that's a really unfortunate death to take. Barely not making under that cycle. That's a tough one to go for. Got his head bonked as he was flying through.
Yeah, about 20 seconds behind now. Which, I mean, is something Ishiro can change because, you know, there are a few really bad rooms in here.
Last screen.
Or this one where, especially if you want to do 2 really short hypers.
He's gonna have a hard time landing now. He's barely squeezing through.
Fine.
Good work on dodging those Dust Bunnies there on the floor. That is really difficult to recover.
Own.
Getting an unwanted bounce from the spring there is one of the most frustrating parts about this screen.
And we have Psyched on the last screen. That was a series of very fast dashes.
Psyched's death cycle in this room is actually really fast.
Yeah. Finishing the chapter, 8:29. Really nicely done. Tag gonna be finishing.
Oh my gosh!
Just under 30 seconds sooner, or after, with a 8:58.
I still sub 9 out of Resort.
Looking back at that again, over that final Dust Bunny, he was seriously pixels away from dying.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised he made it through that.
Oh. It's like almost with the complete momentum carrying corner boost. Coming pretty close to the super fast strat there. Oh, okay.
I felt that death. I know exactly how and why that death happens. And it is definitely frustrating. Because right after you get out of the bubble, you want to like input a hyper.
Don't you want to input a normal dash jump there?
Yeah, either. It depends on your strat. I don't do the same as him where he gets the coin early.
Alright.
But when you want to move forward after getting out of the bubble,
yeah,
if you get too hasty, like you take the input before you're out of the bubble and then you just go forward in the bubble instead and dash right into the spikes.
And then the bubble just says LOL.
And throws you straight into oblivion.
Alright.
Oh, Taggerson, I think accidentally corner boosting off that platform. Which, it's set up so that it kind of happens on its own coincidentally. And it can sometimes knock you into the spikes right behind it and kill you. I think you reacted to it at the last moment.
I think Psyched actually had the same corner boost there. It's interesting.
Oh, he's gonna have to go on the other side of the block for that one. He lost a bunch of distance, but realizing and playing it safe, not taking a death there was good. Oh, that was a misinput and a half, I can tell.
Still made it, somehow. No.
Oh,
okay,
geez.
Bubble coming back just in time to help him out there.
Yeah, very nice to do that. That is that is something that you can usually make happen with that bubble, but it's always really scary because you're like in the moment and you're like, oh gosh. And you usually don't think to get that bubble because you usually think, hey, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna do the wall bounce, and I'm gonna be great. And you're not great.
See, unlike a lot of things that we have to deal with in this game, especially in Temple, bubbles are actually pretty friendly.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Alright, so that ridge didn't really change the course of this game much as far as leads are concerned.
Yeah, it didn't. It's still about the same.
Although a successful yeet might give Taggerson some seconds. Very nice. Let's look at the actual time difference entering Unraveling.
I think about 37.
Yep.
Which is definitely something Summit can do. Or undo, rather. Hell, if it's bad enough, Theo could work on undoing that. Ooh!
Still quite a substantial lead.
Yeah, definitely.
From what we've seen in the previous 2 matches.
The Switch is definitely trying their best to, I feel like, avoid Taggerson. He's just dashing right into that one from a screen ago and just refuses to get collected. And this strat there...
That seems to have been causing trouble in every race.
Yeah, that's weird to me. I generally don't see that strat fail. It's a pretty good one. I don't know why he was getting chomped all of a sudden.
That was a fairly low search skip, but still got it.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
That Seeker back for revenge. I swear we need a name for that guy.
Needs to be someone who likes to be up close and personal.
Bredesen.
I don't know, I'm getting Larry vibes, personally.
Larry vibes. I mean, I can see Larry vibes if you're thinking of, like, Larry from Ace Attorney.
Yeah. Although, does that Larry want attention? Not really.
I think so.
Well, actually, yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Oh, nice respawn boost. Psyched.
Psyched appears to already be losing some time in this Mirror Temple to PD, and definitely having some trouble.
Yeah.
I think still gonna be ahead exiting the chapter, but will that lead have shrunk or grown? I'm not sure.
It's leaning towards shrunk so far.
I'm not sure, actually. What did we say our lead was halfway through? 37?
Yeah.
I think it's grown. Because that's 37 right there. Tag is still finishing up Eyeball Room. Yeah, it looks to be 44. Between the two, with the advantage on Psyched.
Psyched, waiting for that RTA sync.
Yeah. Putting the IGT sync almost a minute apart.
First try, no problem. Okay. One nice backup still. Revel, please. was close. Okay, Psyched. That was a weird place to get bumpers. So far, Psyched in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
And is having a good reflection so far.
Which I believe this is actually a chapter we haven't really seen a really good performance from yet. I believe we haven't even seen a sub 6, have we?
Nope.
This has been a turning point in all the races so far, and this time it looks like it's going to continue in Psyched's favor.
Yeah.
223 grandma. Yeah.
Still got a lot to go. Battling does not like races.
Still got the best part to go. The chapter.
Wait, we already did chapter 5. What are you talking about, the best part?
Best part of chapter 6.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, sure, we're already way past chapter 2, so...
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, both of them on pretty...
Ooh, and water.
Oh, what kind of pace?
Never mind. Let me just not worry about it so that it doesn't make anything worse.
I don't know. This is definitely looking better for Tag than Psyched, in my opinion. I don't think Psyched will lose their lead entirely within Reflection, but I definitely think with the way Reflection has been going so far, battling will only help Taggerson catch up a little bit before Summit begins.
Yeah.
That was really scary. Oh.
There, that time he got his dash back like he wanted to get the ultra out. That's like a really tight space to actually get your dash back.
And Psych also messed up this room already more than Taggerson, so...
Yeah, getting wave dashes off this platform is like really dumb.
Oh, I've never seen that one before.
That's a mistake that I've actually made in tournament. Somehow thought to correct it by letting go of my controller, and then I just fell into a safe spot that I didn't know existed. I was like, oh.
What? This game is wild.
Yep.
It is sometimes.
I still don't understand how people play this game on keyboard at all.
Getting that ultra strat that he's looking for that time.
Ooh.
Taggerson onto the remix. Psych about to go on to the remix. Let's see this.
Oh, Psyched timer is telling something.
Oh. Not quite on TV pace. Still not losing time. Oh, that was a good.
Tag with the save?
I can't believe when Tag does that. I don't want that to keep happening. Okay, it looks like 53 seconds apart, I believe.
Something like that.
With entering or with exiting the chapter. So I think I was wrong then on my assumption of Tag closing the gap a bit. I think it opened. Still less than a minute gap, but...
like 52 seconds.
Yeah, 52, 53, but still a decent one that I'm kind of unsure that it will be patched up within this flag. The timers are almost perfectly a minute apart.
Yeah. That's interesting, actually.
I wonder if we should try and get a sync or not.
Because that makes, you know, calculating the differential really easy.
Yeah. I don't know if we should try and get a sync, because we'd have Egg paused for almost a minute.
Yeah. Ouch. That's a spike.
Oh! I thought we could have seen the shade there. Also, according to chat, if Tag gets a 920 summit, we can see a PV. Which...
Okay,
oh,
Psyched.
okay.
Okay.
Psyched. All fancy.
Wait, how did Tag survive that? I thought his
Magic.
feet were on the floor for sure.
I don't know. That is a dumb pixel.
It is. Oh.
Like,
Misinputs the hyper out of the dream block. Or mistimes it, rather. So let's see how these long rooms at 1500 will fare.
looks like... oh no! Tag with a bad death at the very end.
That's one of the worst things, because the death cycle here is really punishing, like we discussed before, due to it not really being possible. At least the strat that he goes for when on the death cycle. And that makes the movement that you have to do all throughout that, like, what, over 10 second screen, completely different, and it can cause quick frustration, I'm sure.
Okay. Why not get both berries? Man, it's so nice to see smooth, deathless gameplay. Just so almost mesmerizing.
Well, let's see how deathless these guys can keep.
There you go.
I'm not gonna take the blame on that one because I was gonna say 2,500, and this is still 2,000.
Alright.
Let's see how deathless I can keep 2,500.
That was a nice corner boost.
Psyched.
Onto some doors that we need to skip.
Very good.
As it's time to enter 3,000.
Oh, yeah.
Our Psyched is on the edge of coming back after game number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Psyched, throughout all of this, managing to once again, in a streak from the first 2 races, once again slightly improve his pace, entering 3,000. Consistency like that is hard to fight back against.
Okay, that's a spike to the face. See him go for this strat every time so far.
It's a pretty neat strat, but it can be difficult to line up because you a lot of times have to improvise on how much height you have and how much you need.
Yeah.
But making it through cleanly on his second attempt of it, which is good.
Okay. Made it. No problem. Wow.
Oh, okay. Give it 2 neutral wall jumps, just for good measure.
Yeah, I didn't get the...
Like, it didn't feel that good. Let me try it again.
Yeah. Well, let me do a quick redo.
That wall bounce is so difficult.
Okay, more neutrals. No problem.
Yep. Yeah, no problem. I don't know how people do that. Diagonal wall bounce strat. It's especially weird to me when it's a strat that I've worked on and actually understand the difficulties of. And then I see other people do it consistently. It's like, wow, people are pretty good at this game.
Who knew? Well, Psych doesn't need flag 2. Flag 3. 2.
I don't think he's taken flag 2 a single time today. Doesn't need it. Oh!
Alright. That spot is not extra...
Going a little bit too fast for his own good.
Yeah. Chose the same spike twice.
Yeah. It's flag.
Alright, he knows. He knows.
All right.
GG.
31 from Psyched. Which, reaching the very end, starting to reach more of what I think he would like to see in his own consistency. 31 is where it starts to get really hard to contend with in tournament format.
Definitely.
For sure.
And yeah.
With the classic 31-48 time.
Classic? Wait.
Taggerson doesn't need...
It is the YP time.
Yeah, okay. You caught on.
Yeah, it's I don't know his time by heart.
Taggerson, I think, probably gonna finish with like a 34 flat.
Oh, I think it was like a mid 59, like barely clutching it out.
Easy sub 34.
Good stuff to him.
Yeah, that was definitely a well-played set. It's really unfortunate with, issues in technical stuff, but it was definitely a great set of 3.
Yeah, it was. You could definitely notice a difference in play, but he stuck through it all. Yeah, it's sad to see Tag go after such a legendary bracket run.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I know a lot of people would probably really want them. However, unfortunately, there was a race that was supposed to start on this channel 30 minutes ago. So we probably won't be able to do interviews today with our racers. So
you'll probably be able to check up on that next time.
Yeah. But as a quick run through, because of this victory, Taggerson is unfortunately eliminated from the tournament, and Psyched is moving on to the top 4 race against TGH. And then the winner of that will face Oddbod, and the winner of that will face Flitterby. But yeah, so I definitely recommend following these two. They put on a great show. Absolutely amazing runners of this game. I'd like to thank Blue Eye and Flare Bear for coming out to help commentate with me, because I fell asleep at my desk at some point.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was during Game 2 reflection.
That's what we got 3 people for.
Yep. And
two people come and the other takes a quick nap.
Yep. And so yeah, I'd like to thank the runners and the commentator, everybody involved. Really, was a great set of 3. But we have to head out. No bias, but the one-shot race coming up on this channel is definitely one I'd recommend watching. It's against the top 2 players, and they're really good at the game. So, I guess stay tuned. Do you guys have anything else you want to say?
Since we don't have much time to talk about stuff going on here, just keep in touch with stuff happening on this tournament soon, because pretty much everything else remaining is kind of a gauntlet. Whoever won this match is going into probably about the scariest bracket that you could possibly see, so everything else remaining is like actual god tier play of this game.
Actual top 3 runners.
Yeah. So
Insight.
So
yeah,
let's go.
I guess we'll be seeing you guys hopefully soon. I posted the schedule in chat that you can check for updates. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for Psyched and TGH.